And referee Ger Devlin gets us the 2009 Senior Ulster Hurling Final underway. And right away it's Dunloy in the attack. Ball played down to Paddy Richmond. But he's well dismissed there by Paddy Hughes. Getting round his man, comes out with the ball, plays it short stick, plays it up. And the ball's round the square, comes to Dick O'Kane. Dick O'Kane plays the ball in around the danger area. Ali Elliott here, last minute replacement. The ball's played out, ball's played up. And again, Dunloy applying a lot of pressure, comes back to Dick McCaig. Dick McCaig swings the ball in and goes left, it's upright and wide. Well, it looked like Dick had given enough purchase there to come inside the post, but it never came in. Again, the swirling wind, it's hard to know which is way the wind is really blowing. Ball played out. Under there's Gary Savage, being marked by Conor McKinley. Ball breaks through, it's coming through, backs up and sends the ball in and sends it over the bar. Is that wide? No, sorry, the ball was wide, looked to be over the bar, the crowd shouted, but the umpires decided no it wasn't, just Paul Keith was coming on, that really should have sent it over. Score remains locked at no score each. Gareth McGee, the hero of the interim final. Long puck out from Gareth, way up the field. Again, catches players on both sides unawares. First to react there is the corner back, Michael Ennis, sends the ball up towards Paul Keith. Paul Keith looks up, sends the ball beyond. Good quick hurling here by Ballycran. Ball breaks through. Out there with it was Michael McClemens, but the ball breaks instead to Cahir Cunning. Cahir Cunning plays the ball up to Paddy Richmond. But that's well gathered there by Michael Hughes. Plays the ball, intercepted by Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin sends the ball down. First to react is Paddy Richmond. Paddy's out. Paddy Hughes is out with him as well. Gets the ball up. Good play by Paddy Hughes. Coming across, sticks in Declan Ennis. Declan Ennis delivers and sends it out over the sideline. And that's the sideline to Ballycran. Sorry, to Dunloy. Both teams here Ball back and forth fairly quickly here in the first couple of minutes, but neither team yet to register a score. The sideline to be taken by Sean Dowds, another man who played extremely well in the interim final. Picked up a lot of breaking ball around the midfield between the midfield and the half forward line. Sends a great high low wing ball in. Paddy Hughes comes there. Again, his objective seems to be that Paddy Richmond won't get his hand on the ball. Ball comes out there. Good block by Alistair Elliott. But I think this linesman has signalled that that's a free to or a sideline to Ballycran. Well, Ali really will have been expecting to start here, but a late withdrawal by Malik Malloy has meant that he has been drafted into the team, and Dunloy have had to do some rejigging here. Again, the ball breaks down, comes to Sean Dowds again, does well to control the ball, gets it up, running, goes back to goals, plays the ball in towards Ali Elliott. Ali Elliott gets the ball up, looks inside, again spins it out to the right hand side, but that's well intercepted. Good play by Ballycran, send the ball up. Underneath it at the moment here is Conor Arthurs, again a man himself who was brought in here at the last moment, and Jared Evans says he was fouled. Michael McClellan protests, but protests in vain because the sideline the free will be to Ballycran. Both teams looking very lively here in the early stages, and the man entrusted with the free is the man who slotted a lot of frees over against and given, Simon Wilson. Simon today with number 10 on his back, but he hasn't left the midfield place or the midfield berth too often here in the early stages. Stands over the ball, very acute angle, lifts, strikes, swings away to the right, but over the bar. Potent start from Simon Wilson, puts his team 1 point into the lead. Gareth McGee, great trajectory to that ball, drives it hard, drives it long, and the first to react is Dick O'Kane, plays the ball back there to Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin plays the ball cross field. Underneath it there comes Darren Quinn, plays the ball in front of him. The referee saw a free there. I think it was Paddy Flynn, and the referee wants a word with Flynn. The referee's unhappy. Paddy Flynn's the man. Sorry, Padraig Flynn. Padraig has been playing full back up until the Dungiven game, but now he has moved out onto the half-back line. So immediately Dunloy have an opportunity to draw the teams level here. Lifts and dispatches it over the crossbar. Scored. Dunloy 1 point, Ballycran 1 point. 5.5 minutes gone here in the first half. Dunloy playing with a one-man full forward line at the moment. Paddy Richmond trying to create all that space again for Paddy. Ball's up there, that's well taken by Gary Savage. Again, seemed to hold the ball considerable time there, but the referee lets it go. Goes to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson making his way through, but he's well robbed there. That's well taken by Podish. And the referee unhappy with the challenge there. Colin Cunningham was trying to get away from the man. And coming away out to take this free is Gareth McGee. Well, it's well within his range because he can certainly send the ball a long way. Drives it. It's high. It's lobbing. It's in around the square. It's dangerous. Paddy is up. That ball breaks down. Again, Declan Ennis comes out. Lets the ball. Comes to Liam Richmond. Liam Richmond drives the ball. Well, Liam there in frustration snatches the air. I think he knew the goal opportunity was on with the goalkeeper out, but he just elevated it too high and sent it over the crossbar. Dunloy 2 points, Ballycran 1 point. 7 minutes gone here in the first half. Ballycran would appear to have wind advantage at the moment. Declan Ennis sends the ball way upfield. Underneath it there is a posse of Ballycran players. The ball breaks out here towards to Sean Dowds. Sean Dowds does well to play the ball on the ground. Lovely pick up there by Simon Wilson. Plays the ball into space, but pads him up there. That's good play there by Michael McClemens. Sends the ball in, but Ali Elliott wanted too much time. The forward came again. half a stick and with his foot. Richmond gets the ball prodded forward. That's good play by Darren Quinn, sends the ball back, and with that ball's breaking round, the goalkeeper gets it, Declan Ennis, and he sends it way up the pitch. Kieran McKinley's underneath it. That's well taken there by Mickey McClemens. Plays the ball up and through towards Darren Quinn, or Paddy Doherty it is, but Paddy Doherty wastes the ball, sends it away to the left of the upright and wide. Well, both teams here seem to be playing with two-man full forward lines. Ali Elliott and Paddy Richmond staying close in for Dunloy, whereas Conor Woods and James Coyle seem to be staying close in for Ballycran. So now Aidan Clark has moved in, and James Coyle seems to have moved out the pitch. He's way out on the far side there. Ball's breaking. The ball goes through. Onto it goes Conor Arthurs, gets the ball well swung in. That's great blocking there by the Paul Keith, I think it was. Tremendous block it is. Paul, who wasn't in the original starting line but has made it. And sideline to be taken by Dunloy. Way out on the far side. Not such a great sideline there taken. Ball breaks up. Broke down. A lot of Ballycran game possession. Man trying to make his way in, but the referee says held the ball too long, indeed which he did. It'll be a free out to Dunloy. And there seemed to be an altercation after the Gary Savage and somebody's on the ground. Gary Savage seems to want him to get up. Again, players unhappy. Well, Gary Savage was there or thereabouts and the man went down, but he felt that the man went down unnecessarily. So referee Devlin has to step in. Man's still down on the ground. And 11 minutes gone, 2 points to 1, Dunloy in the lead. Gareth launches a high ball into around the square danger area. That's a good ball. Well taken there by Colin Conning going in. And the referee says that's a penalty. Colin Conning caught the ball, and as he made his way in, he was fouled. And the referee very quickly said that's a penalty. And Paddy Richmond very quickly claims the ball, and no doubt will fancy his chances here and to dispatch this one to the back of the net. Or is it McGee? McGee's making his way up. Well, he did it against Cushendall, and he'll be looking to do it against Ballycran here. Not only does he hit the ball long, he hits the ball extremely hard. Not much ado. Picks the ball up once or twice, looks around to see if the referee's ready to let him go. He's got the go ahead. Drives and sends the ball over the bar. Didn't get his angles right that time. The score is 3 points to 1, and Ballycran breathed a sigh of relief while Gareth McGee scrambles his way back to the goals. Declan Ennis pucks it out low hard, going long and far up towards Gary Savage. Across there comes James Coyles it is. He plays the ball in. Good ball he has played. Lovely ball. Plays it in towards Conor Arthurs. But Conor Arthurs can't get the ball. Instead it's played out there. Good delivery by Dunloy. Good clearing of their line. Sends the ball up as far as Michael Ennis, who had a cracking game against Dungiven. Doesn't get the clearance. Gets it to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson plays the ball into space. But the only man there is Sean Dowes. Sean Dowes looks to get away from his marker. Sends the ball up towards his forwards. It's well blocked down there. Across comes Ali Elliott. Ali Elliott can't get to the ball. Gets the ball. Plays it inside. Good play from Ali Elliott. And that's dispatched. Sorry, it comes off the upright. More dangers. But actually, good play there by Michael Ennis. Did well to pick up the pieces because everybody thought that ball was wide and sent. Stop looking. The ball goes through there towards Darren Quinn. Darren Quinn plays the ball inside to Paddy Doherty. Paddy Doherty's making his way in. Good tackle. Well taken by Declan Ennis. And again, the Ballycran was exposed there by Dunloy here in the early stages. Dick Kane comes through. Plays a ball out wide, trying to bring Darren Quinn. Darren Quinn gets to the ball. He's on it, looks up, plays the ball down the wing, down towards Paddy Duck. Paddy Duck steps inside, he's looking to pick out a man. Tagged away there was Paddy Richmond, steps inside. Can't get away from his man, slips the ball on and sends it wide. Well, really, Paddy Richmond should have done better there because he was well picked out by Dunloy. But Dunloy certainly unpicked the Ballycran defence there with a couple of very well played and well placed balls. 3 points to 1, 14 minutes gone here. Declan Ennis with a long raking puck out, sends it away up the right hand side. Number of players underneath it. Breaks there towards Andrew Bell, but he can't get the ball very far, and again it's back with Dunloy. Dunloy claiming great ball played in on the ground there, but it breaks the way right through to Gareth McGee. Gareth McGee wheels away onto his right hand side and launches an extra set away up the pitch. Underneath it there is Sean Dowds. Sean Dowds does well, keeps it in play, showing a clean pair of heels to his defenders. And there's Michael Hughes, plays the ball back on a slack play by Dunloy. Again, really should have exploited there. They did well to create the space, and Simon Wilson goes back and wins the ball. That's a great take there by Dick O'Kane, plays the ball cross square towards Paddy Richmond. The ball breaks behind Paddy, goes into Declan Ennis. Declan Ennis looks to bring his backs into play. Backs do well there, coming out with the ball. Ali Elliott's under it, but the man gets the ball cleared. Up there it goes towards Conor Cunning. Conor Cunning can't get the ball up, goes instead towards Kevin Malloy. Kevin Malloy goes down. Really felt that was a wee bit over dramatic by Kevin Malloy there. And the referee is not getting too excited. I think so. Well, Kevin Malloy's back to his feet again. Again, ball between two men. Hard pulling there. Gary Gordon's in pulling. Ball breaks through. Gary Savage is in, tries to get a ball, but the ball's kicked out over there by. And Kedber's getting unnecessarily afraid here in the early stages. That's a sideline to Ballycran. 3 plays 1. Sideline to be taken by Simon Wilson. Sideline. Simon Wilson takes it up into the corner. The ball gets through there. First to react is Kevin Malloy. There was a loose swing there by, I think it was Conor Woods or Paul Keith maybe. Paul Keith it was, and that's a free out to Dunloy. And truth be told, the Ballycran forwards still to make any impression on the Dunloy back line. Whereas the Dunloy backs looked to have unhinged Ballycran on a number of occasions, but have failed to grasp the opportunities and still find themselves only 2 points to the good here with 17 minutes gone in the first half. Again, another long raking free from Gareth McGee up around his forwards, completely missed by both players. Comes there towards Andy Bell, gets a second go at it, comes back inside, doesn't get the ball cleared, and again Ballycran playing themselves into trouble here. Comes to Liam Richmond. Liam Richmond lobs the ball in and sends it wide. Not a really particularly good passage of play there from either team. Andy Bell from Ballycran in the first instance, and then Liam Richmond really should have done better when he picked the ball from Bell. Ball out on the far side, nicely pulled through there, goes into the Ballycran forwards. Round they go, getting round, Conor Cunning goes inside, looks to play the ball back, doesn't get the ball back, and again it's cleared by Dunloy. Out it comes here, ball played through there towards Colin Cunning. Colin Cunning plays the ball up towards Paddy Richmond, and Paddy Richmond fields the ball really well, going inside, looks to play the man, plays it back out towards brother Liam. Liam looks up and Liam sends the ball in, and Liam sends the ball over the bar. 4 points to 1. Well, Paddy Richmond really had to work hard for that. Looked like he was impeded on that occasion, but he got away with it. Or the Ballycran defender got away with it, shall I say, Paddy Hughes. Declan Ennis, meanwhile, sends the ball out the far-hand side. There's a number of players underneath it there. Well blocked out by Dunloy, and it's all Dunloy at the moment. Again, another ball. Obvious to see what the ploy is. Played in towards Paddy Richmond again. Ballycran have safely back in numbers, but again the ball breaks out to Liam Richmond, and Liam Richmond sends the ball over the bar. Suddenly that leads to stretch to 5-1. And it's all Dunloy playing here at the moment. And Ballycran look like they're going to make a change here very, very early. Declan Innes, he's certainly favouring that right-hand side. He's looking to bring Gary Savage into play. But young Conor McKinley's doing very well, and Gary Savage hasn't allowed him to win any ball yet. And really, Ballycran having difficulty getting possession of the ball, let alone doing anything with it. Ball played up again into a lot of space. Across there it goes. And it looked like a free there on the Ballycran man, but he didn't get it, Sean Ennis, and it's a sideline to Dunloy. And Ballycran seem laboured and very slow when they're on the ball. Really need to pick it up. Five points to 1 point, 20 minutes gone here. And really it's been a half about the misses that Dunloy haven't, or the chances Dunloy haven't taken, as opposed to, because Ballycran really haven't created an awful lot in the attacking third of the field. The ball's out there, onto it there comes Michael Hughes. Lobs the ball out from the thing. Underneath it is Gary Savage, puts the hand up, well broken down, plays it on the ground, ball's through there. And so it's well taken away. Good tackling by the Dunloy half-back line. The ball's through there. Underneath it is James Coyle. Ball breaks through to him. That's a nice touch away there by Conning. Sends the ball out. James Coyle comes up, gathers the ball well, sends it in. Looks to be lobbing to the left and wide. He had men inside him and really should have taken Conor Woods into play there. He was inside, but he was ignored and instead opted for the shot himself and sent the ball wide. 21 minutes gone. Dunloy 5, Ballycran 1. Underneath it there's Gary Gordon, breaks the ball down, can't get onto it. Simon Wilson hits it, but it looks like it's gone out over the sideline. Stops just short of the side. No, goes out over the sideline. Good sideline from Cam Malloy, plays the ball in. That's well broken there. Out comes Michael Ennis, strong play, but plays the ball up, but only as far as Cam Malloy. Cam Malloy can't get onto the ball. Breaks through there towards midfield partner. He plays the ball out to Conor McKinley. The ball comes through there towards, and strong pulling for Conor McKinley, sends it up the wing. Onto it there comes Gary Gordon. That's well picked up by Gary O'Kane. Looks up, sends the ball in, sends it over the bar. Great score from Gary O'Kane, lovely score. Used the win to his advantage. 6 points plays one, and Ballycran bring the changes early here. Well, they really need to, because their forward department has shown no incision whatsoever here in the first 22-23 minutes of this game. 6 plays 1. It's all Dunloy at the moment. And as I say, again, Dunloy had opportunities and haven't really taken all the scores that presented themselves. The ball breaks. Again, Ballycran man could have pulled but didn't. The ball breaks in behind. On goes Conor Arthurs, gets ball up, looking to go inside. Breaking inside, and the referee says that's a free in. James McCaig, the man, decided that had offended there. Well, I imagine James decided no further. Ballycran decided to delay the forward, or to delay the substitution for the time being. Simon Wilson, much easier than his first free. The only score they've scored so far here in the, and Simon lifts, strikes, sends it over the bar. 2 points. 6-2. Dunloy lead. 4 points. Gareth McGee with the puck out, looking to sell the ball long. Dunloy very much stretching the players across the field here, looking to create space for their players to run into. The ball's played up there. The man to react is Darren Quinn, gets the ball. He looks to go past his man, does well. Well Shepherd there. The ball's played in there. Seemed a little bit harsh, but the referee has blown Darren Quinn for overholding the ball. Said he travelled, and Simon Wilson makes a long journey back in there to take the free for Ballycran. The game really has failed to ignite into life here, because we had the junior final just before this, and what a rip-roaring contest it was. Senior match just still a little bit flat. Simon Wilson drives the ball up the wing, long and far. The ball breaks again. It's a Dunloy man's first to show, but Gary Savage had the ball, and then That seems to be the want of the Ballycran players today. He puts the ball out over the sideline himself when he really wasn't under much pressure, and that's very unlike Gary Savage. Dunloy backs, meanwhile, have handled admirably anything that has come their way. Despite the absence of Malachi Malloy today, they've adjusted well. Ball played up the wing. Underneath there, it comes through. Pseudo Michael Ennis lifts up. Padraig Flynn it is. He lobs the ball in high. Conor Arthurs is on it there. He's still there. Again, Colin Cunnings coming out with the ball. Does well, comes out, sends the ball up. And that's well taken by Gregory O'Kane. Looks inside, plays an intelligent ball up the wing towards Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond made a good move. And again, looks to step inside. Plays the ball across and plays the ball over the bar. Very intelligent play by Dunloy, it has to be said. They really are picking their passes there. Gary and Kane and Paddy Richmond there just found each other. Ball played inside, and again Simon Wilson sends it long, but perhaps sends it too long, and it's out over the line and wide. 7-2, 5 points the difference. 5 minutes remaining here of the first half. And no doubt about it, the best hurling has been played by the Dunloy players, and in particular by their forwards, finding each other with relative ease. McGee this time changes the focus, sends it out here underneath the stand. Under there is Dick McCain, giving a masterclass on how to take a high ball out of the air. Ball's broken down. First to react is Paddy Doherty, sends the ball and sends it wide. Well, really, it looked easier on that occasion if Paddy could have sent the ball over the bar. Ballycran seem to be paralysed at the moment, can't seem to get anything going. Difficulty finding their men. When they get the ball, they seem to be under pressure, whereas Dunloy seem to have all the time in the world to pick their players out. That's well taken this time by Gary Savage. As he gets away from the man, falls to the ground, and the Dunloy players aren't happy, but I think you'll find that the ball has now been moved forward 10 yards, so what was a missable opportunity now looks almost unmissable for Simon Wilson anyway. Simon Wilson, really his team need this score because they haven't looked to score much from open play. Lifts the ball, strikes it and dispatches it over the bar. 7-3, 4 points the difference, 27 minutes gone. So far it hasn't really annoyed their momentum at all. Gareth McGee, as you would expect, up and around the square. Number of players underneath it, that's well broken down. Sean Dowds picks up the pieces, but Michael Ennis does well to get the block in. Moving out the right hand side, delivers a great clearance up the right hand wing up towards James Coyle. James Coyle this time gets a bit of time, sends a great ball across there. That's well picked up by Conor Arthurs coming inside. Looks to run into Conor and again plays the ball back, and really Ballycran are making the game extremely difficult. The man was passed there, then he turned back into James McCaig, and it's a free out to Dunloy. 7 plays 3. And we have 2 minutes of extra time. McGee this time looks to pick out the player, but that's well intercepted by Ballycran. Michael Hughes goes to deliver the ball, sends it only halfway for him. It's up around the square. The referee says he's unhappy with the challenge and is worried the free to Ballycran. Gary Savage looks to pick somebody out quick, lifts, strikes, plays it cross field, but that's well taken by Michael McClemens. Great ball by Michael Clemens. And again, it's almost like Ballycran have lost their confidence here. Time and time again they've been, and again Dunloy have got the ball. That's a great ball played out there to Dick O'Kane. Dick O'Kane looks up, sends the ball in and sends it over the bar. Without wasting any energy here, Dunloy Greg Kane, Liam Richmond, Ali Elliott, they're just moving around the field, picking out each other and sending decisive scores over the bar. 3 points the difference. The ball breaks through again. Through towards James Coyle. This time, it breaks inside. Paul Keith plays the ball back, looks up, sends the ball in and sends it over the bar. First score for play from Ballycran. 8 plays 4, double scores. Good play by Gareth McGee, sends it away out the wing here. That's well broken down. Ball breaks free. Paddy Flynn's on the ball, doesn't get it away. Breaks the ball out. Again, Gary Savage does well to control that ball, is heading out, looking in, gets the runner on his right hand side. Paul Keith plays a good ball in around the square. Ball breaks in behind him. And again, it's James Coyle plays across field, comes towards Conor Woods. Conor Woods looks inside, man's on space and cracks the ball to the back of net. And suddenly Ballycran are back in the game for once. Well taken score there by James Coyle, Aidan Clark it was, who dispatched the ball to the back of net. Gareth McGee's unhappy. And up until that point, the Dunloy full back line hadn't been punctured, but punctured they were on that occasion. Now, the referee says that's a free out, and suddenly Ballycran are well back in this game now. And on that occasion, they did look to expose the Dunloy backs with their pace. Simon Wilson's gone back to take this one. .32 minutes up on the clock, so it's whatever time the referee allows. That's a long ball, well broken down by Gary Savage, showed a good touch there, well taken away from him by Conor Cunning, falls to the ground, comes back to Gary Savage, he can't get it lifted, and again eventually does get it round, plays the ball inside, good ball it is, looks to go inside, Conor Woods coming through, but again well played by the Dunloy backs, get it out from there, and the referee says, I think that's the end of the first half, and the end of the first half it is. Score, Dunloy 8 points, Ballycran 1-4. And referee Devlin gets the game underway here in the second half. Ballycran really didn't play their best hurling in the first half, but still only found themselves 1 point down. Ball played across there. Cahir Cunning comes on to it. Pushed in the back there by James Coyle, and the referee signals free out. Gareth McGee, as he did many times in the first half, will look to send this ball way up the pitch. One swirling. Really think you have to go down the pitch today to know what way it's blowing. Ball breaks around the half back line. Up goes Paddy Doherty, does well to take it, and the referee says he was impeded and awards a free in to Dunloy. Cross comes Sean Dowds. Sean, an opportunity to put his team 2 points up. 8 points, plays 1-4. Sean Dowds stands over the ball. Drives it and sends it over the bar. Moment there, it looked like the umpire was going to signal a while, but he reached for the white flag, and indeed Dunloy registered the first score here of the second half. Declan Ennis, way up the field, right up the middle, looking for his half quarter line. That's well taken there. Wheels away, sends the ball in, looks to be dropping short. Gareth McGee takes it at the last moment. Coming out with it, out this swing in front of the thing. Sends it up here towards Dickie Kane. Simon Wilson's underneath it, doesn't get to it. The ball breaks to Gary Gordon. Gary Gordon sends the ball in, that's a great ball, hanging in the air. And again, the referee signals it's a free out. Square ball. Gareth McGee not happy, had the possession of the ball and was looking to make a quick delivery into his forwards. Gareth McGee. Not such a great strike from that time, it's around the middle of the field. Number of players comes there, it's well picked off there by Sean Dowds, looking to come inside, looks up, plays the ball low and across the square. Nobody reacts. Eventually Michael Hughes comes out with the ball, trying to get it picked up, doesn't get it picked up, comes all the way to Sean Ennis. Sean Ennis is left hand side, drives the ball up towards Gary Gary gets it to Gary Savage. He doesn't get it a full way. Ball breaks to James McCaig. Again, the ball breaks out. Comes to well taken there. And that's played in low and hard. Good score by Conor Arthurs. He worked really hard because I thought the Dunloy player actually had the ball there. He got it and went on a wee run and puts the minimum between the two sides again. Ball's raining on top of the Ballycran half-back line, but it's Simon Wilson who seems to have retreated into the half-back line. Plays the ball up the wing, looks like it mightn't stay in play. And the referee says that was an unfair push there. I really don't know. I thought that was 6 1/2 dozen shoulder there. But the referee's the man with the decision, and Simon Wilson jogs his way up along the sideline, and he'll be looking to send this one over the bar. Again, quite an acute angle, but he did get one from a similar angle in the first half. Good looking free. And straight over the bar. Good free taken from Simon Wilson. Par excellent. 1-6 plays 9 points, all level here with 4 minutes gone. Again, the ball's broken down there. It comes towards Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin plays the ball up towards Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond's trying to get the ball, but he's crowded out there by a posse of Ballycran players. Ballycran attempt to get the ball cleared. Out with it comes Jerry Gordon, and the referee says that he was unfairly impeded as he come out there and has worded the free to Ballycran, and this time it's the turn of Declan Ennis to come out from his goalkeeper's position and take the free for Ballycran. 9 points plays 1-6. Lights on here in Casement. 20 past 3 and we have the lights on already, probably for the first time this year during a day game. Ball's raining down, but that's easy taken there for Brian Malloy. Doesn't take it. The ball breaks out. In steps Conor Arthurs, plays the ball inside. Again, ball's well blocked down there. That's good play by Kevin Martin. The ball comes back to Conor Woods, looks up, sends the ball in, and Ballycran take the lead for the first time in this game. 1-7 plays 9 points. Again, I thought that Dunloy had that ball cleared, but it broke free, and Ballycran dispatched it over. I think it was Conor Woods. Plays the ball out. Was Conor Woods. And out there it goes. That's again breaks around the middle of the field, comes 3. Nobody can really claim it. Sean Dowds eventually does. Will o' the Wisp turns around, sends the ball to Kevin Malloy. Kevin Malloy lobs the ball in around Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond's in there. Paddy Hughes him well bottled up. Declan Ennis takes it out, but Michael Hughes is there. Almost a hook from Paddy Richmond. The ball comes to Simon Wilson, and Ballycran really struggling to clear the ball this time. Comes to and that's batted down. Dangerous play there by the goalkeeper, Declan Ennis. Alistair Elliott's gone in there. Looked like a push in the back, but the referee hasn't given it. The ball breaks through to Darren Quinn. Darren Quinn's fouled as he goes in, and it's a free to Dunloy. Well, really not good play from either side there. Ballycran really struggled to clear that ball when they had a few attempts to do so. All they had to do was step in and or step forward and get rid of the ball, but failed to do so. Sean Dowd stands over the ball. Don't know, thinks Sean might have a wee sneaky notion there of going for the goals. He saw the Ballycran players look quite relaxed on the line, but instead opted for the point. 10 points plays 1-7. Declan Ennis, great ball, sending it out towards Gary Savage. Gary Savage is underneath the ball. Didn't get to it, but looking to get to it there at the second attempt. Helped out by Conor Arthurs. Conor Arthurs still in there. So is Gary Savage, and it comes back towards James McCaig. James McCaig sends the ball up underneath there. Seem to be holding and pushing, but the referee lets play go on. Again, neither side well stepped in. Sean Dowds looks up again. Looks to deliver the ball early in towards. For the first time, the Ballycran backs almost slipped up there. The ball breaks out. Comes forward, ball break through there, comes out towards Paddy Doherty. Paddy Doherty playing the third midfielder, sends the ball in. Again, that's well taken by Darren Quinn. It is impeded and the referee says it's a free in. Good play by Darren Quinn. Sean Dodge is okay again and wants to take the free for Dunloy himself. 8 minutes gone here in the second half and we have deadlock. 10 points, 1-7. Sean Dodge to give Dunloy the advantage, lifts the ball and sends it away out onto Anderson Town Road. And doing so gives his team the 1 point lead. Declan Ennis. Good puck out. Again lobbing it down. Paul Keith's on it. Gary Savage is underneath. Comes, gets a hand to it but doesn't get it lifted. Paddy Doherty plays it football style out the far side. Michael Ennis is on a run with Liam Richmond. Ali Elliott's there as well. Doesn't get to it. That's a good ball played in there. Comes across. Good take by Gary Gordon coming in. Lobbed high. Doesn't get any purchase on it. The ball goes out towards Conor Arthurs. Conor Arthurs does well. Looks to come around James McKay. As he does so, doesn't get the ball cleared and sends the ball out. Underneath it there's Michael Ennis. Doesn't get his hand to the ball. The ball breaks free. Comes through towards Ali Elliott. But that's good play by Ballycran backs. Trying to get the Niger. Sends the ball in long and far. But there's nobody there. We've 2 men down injured at the moment. There's a Ballycran player down injured and there's a Dunloy player. And that time Cara Cunning leaves the ball behind. Trying to get away. That's a free by Gary Savage and the free out to Dunloy. And Ballycran look to make their substitute here. Number 21 looks to be Brendan Ennis is about to make his entrance in with a right leg that's heavily strapped. Conor Arthur's the man who's gone off. I think he needs some running repairs here. Meanwhile, back at the game, Gareth McGee sends one high and long in towards the square. A player goes down there, nice touch. Declan Ennis comes out. Now great clearance off the line there. And again, free was given away and it's a free in to Dunloy. Great clearance off the line there. Not sure who it was. Might have been Connor Woods, I think, back on the line there. Plays 1-7. 1 point the difference. And taps it over the bar. 2 points to the good now. 12 plays 10. Ballycran still finding it difficult to make inroads. And Dunloy have sent on their number 21, Denver Kelly, big man, has come in and plays off Sean Dowds. Paul Keats underneath that. Paul Brex. Good ball played through there. Again, Brendan Ennis comes out but doesn't get control of the ball. Brex through here. Well taken by Ballycran. Lobs the ball back in around the square. The ball breaks through. Can't get the ball lifted. Comes to Dunloy man. That man is ball breaks free there. Well broke down there by Conor Woods. Michael Ennis sends the ball in around the square again. Ball breaks down. And he was fouled on that occasion. Gary Gordon was the man looking to make inroads, but James McCaig says no further, but the referee, I think, wants to book James on this occasion. Simon Wilson steps forward.
Number 10 is temporarily substitute on the Dunloy team. He is now returned to play wearing number 27. Number 10, previously in the Dunloy team, is now wearing the 27.
And Ballycran, Simon Wilson dispatches the ball over the bar. Conor Arthurs looks to make his entrance back into the game. Brendan Nenton seen us making his way off again for Ballycran. Blood substitution. 1 point the difference. Ball played up around again. Ballycran look to get the ball away. Liam Richmond does well to win that ball back. Plays a good ball inside for Paddy Richmond. Paddy Richmond's on the run again here. Can't get away. Good play by the Michael Hughes. The referee says he threw the ball and is awarded a free in to Dunloy. And Sharon Dowds is back in the game, this time with number 27 on his back, and a chance to put his team 2 points up. Left strikes and sends it over the bar, looks quite happy. 13 points, plays 1-8. Slow to go up on the notice board. Ball's played away out here, coming down. Underneath it's Gary Savage, again gets a hand to it but can't get it properly away. It's lifted there, well taken by Conor McKinley. But Gary Savage gets the ball back, plays a nice reverse pass to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson gets through with the ball, plays it through. That's a good ball, well blocked down. Again, Aidan Park is looking for the goal scorer. That's well picked up by Conor Wood. And Paul Keith sends the ball in around, not a good ball in towards Gareth McGee, and Gareth McGee plays the ball up to Sean Dowds, who's taking up a great position, and he plays it long and far up in, looking for Paddy Richmond, but too far to the right. But the Ballycran forwards still to get joined up here. And Ballycran look to take on a substitution this time. It looks Brendan Ennis yet one again, perhaps this time not as a blood sub, but as an actual substitution. Good sideline there from Ballycran, plays it up the wing, but it's out over the sideline, and it'll be a ball to Dunloy. 1-8 plays 13 points, 16 minutes gone here. Kevin Malloy, Dunloy midfielder, to take this ball for Dunloy. Not a good sideline, plays it along, but first to react there was the Ballycran players, and Ballycran move out with the ball. Sean Ennis with the ball in the end of a stick, making his way forward. Sorry, Andy Bell it is, sends the ball across. Cahir Cunning just does enough to put his man off. Gareth McGee comes out with the ball, looking to bring Gary Kane into position. Simon Wilson's there with him. Simon Wilson wins the ball, can't get it up, but Gary Kane gets it up and plays the ball up the left hand side. But that's well taken there. Stepped inside, good play by Ballycran, and a good ball played out. Comes towards Andy Bell. Andy Bell looks to pick out a man, but doesn't really do it that well. Ball breaks through there towards Paul Keith. Paul Keith plays the ball back to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson plays the ball in, but again sends it too far and sends it wide. Neither a shot nor a pass, and Ballycran look like they're going to. Brendan Ennis is coming in. Aidan Park, the goal scorer in the first half, has been replaced. And again, Simon Wilson in there picking up the pieces for Ballycran, plays the ball up the wing here in front of the grandstand. The ball breaks forward there. In goes Guy. Can't get the ball up. Conor after the referee said it was fouled as he went to collect it. And it's a free to Dunloy. Score remains at 13, plays 1-8. 18 minutes gone, 12 minutes left to play. Gareth McGee lifts, strikes, great strike it is, right up into the square. That's a dangerous ball, that's hanging in the air. Paddy Richmond has it, Paddy Richmond gets a strike and it's in the back of the net. Paddy Richmond got it. The referee, or the goalkeeper on his backs look mystified. But for the first time today, Paddy has won the clean ball, come off his man, and it ends up in the back of the net. Good goal from Paddy Richmond. The ball now, 1-13, plays 1-8. And Conor McKinley steps forward, takes a great ball, plays it up and again behind the backs. Again, out comes Ennis, does well to get it cleared. Ballycran still looking to get this ball away from the danger area. Ali Elliott's in there. So is Paddy Richmond. Ball comes out, Michael Hughes comes out with it. The referee says there was an infringement there and has awarded the free out to Ballycran. 1-13, plays 1-8. Suddenly the difference is 5 points. Paddy Richmond, as he proved in the interim final, in around the square, ball in hand, he's a very dangerous proposition. Declan Ennis with the puck out, or with the free. High, long, it's lobbing in the air. Ballycran need a response. The ball breaks, that's well taken there. And the referee says as he was coming out, Colin Cunning was fouled. Took that ball really well coming out of the air. Up, the referee wants the game to go ahead. Yet again, it's McGee out to take. Deliver the ball long and far. Lifts it. Strikes it. Not one of his better strikes, but it's still a dangerous ball. It's in around the square. Oh, good hooking there because it looked like Darren Quinn was in. Good clearance by the Ballycran backs on that occasion. Well taken by Paddy Doherty. Steps inside. Dick O'Kane looks up. Sends the ball in. That's a good looking ball. That's over the bar. Good play from Dick O'Kane. 1-14, plays 1-8, 6 points the difference. The ball's way out here on the far side. Underneath it is Paul Keith. Doesn't get his hand to it. The ball's all breaking to Dunloy at the moment. It's all Dunloy here. Ball breaks through. Patrick Flynn's onto it. On comes Michael Ennis, sends the ball cross field. And out comes Gary Savage. Doesn't get a hand to it. Instead it's Conor McKinley sends the ball up. Michael Ennis is underneath there, but it's Sean Dowds in there looking to pick the ball up. Michael Hughes gets a tackle in, but it's all Dunloy at the moment. Ballycran seem to have lost their formation and their shape. Gary Savage is out there on the far side. Man gets away from him, sends the ball up the left hand side, breaking down. Onto it there comes good ball, well broken through. And the referee says that's a free out to Ballycran. Is to be taken by Simon Wilson. He'll be looking to leave it in around the square. Long ball ranging in around the square. And a characteristic mistake by Gareth McGee. Had the ball covered and then lost it, and Simon Wilson scores directly from the free. They've hit Ballycran back in the game. 1-14 plays 2-8. 17 plays 14. Very unlike Gareth McGee to give away a goal like that, but he has. Can happen to any goalkeeper. Ball out on the far side. Surely that gives Ballycran some renewed belief now, but they're struggling to get the ball up, to get it lifted. Instead the ball breaks to Sean Dowds. Sean Dowds plays the ball inside. Ali Elliott's the first man to react, but I think that's a free. That's a sideline to the linesman's indicating sideline to Dunloy as Mick Braniff looks to enter the fray with 8 minutes remaining. Sides here. Dunloy 1-14, Ballycran 2-8. Dunloy also looking to bring on a substitution here. Good sideline, brilliant sideline. And it's an equally good goal by Dunloy. Sideline from Sean Dowds, and the Dunloy or the Ballycran backs and goalkeeper failed to deal with it, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. So a couple of errors by the goalkeepers there within minutes of each other, and Dunloy re-established their 6 point lead. Gary Savage makes his way off for Ballycran. 2 veterans there being replaced in the latter stages. Ball popped out. Conor Woods sends it in. High probing ball, but this time it's wide. 6 points of difference. 6 minutes remain. Well, Dunloy have been asked the questions, and when they've been asked them, they've responded in a very positive way here. Again, Gareth McGee, I'm sure he's glad to see that goal gone in. The ball breaks out. Paddy Doherty there tries to get it played back. Again, can't get it back to Liam Richmond. There's a posse of Ballycran players, and they do manage to get it up and over. And first man to show there is James McCaig. Loses the ball, gets it up, and a high challenge there. The referee steps in, and I think that'll be a free out to Dunloy when the dust settles. And a free out it is. And yet again, Gareth McGee comes out around the halfway line, or half-back line, to take this free for Dunloy. Strikes it way up the field. That's a great looking ball. That's in around the danger area again. Up comes Dick McCaig, or Dick O'Kane, trying to get the ball across, does eventually, and again plays the ball out to Dick O'Kane, and Dick O'Kane slots it over the bar. 7 points. Dunloy holding all the aces at the moment. Declan Ennis pucks the ball way upfield, but Kevin Malloy gets a hand to it, can't keep it in play. And Ballycran really look to have an uphill struggle here to play themselves back into this game. There was a glimmer of hope there when Gareth McGee dropped the ball back into his own net, but ball played through, comes to Conor Woods, well blocked down again. Dunloy, Conor Woods on the ball again, plays it inside. Again Gary Gordon coming through, plays it back to Conor Woods. Conor Woods lifts the ball, and this time he's fouled, and it's a free in to Ballycran. Simon Wilson, man in a hurry. Plays the ball in, sends it over the bar. 2:15, plays 2-9. The difference back to 6 points, 4 minutes to go. High ball out here in front of the goals. Underneath it's Dick O'Kane, comes, doesn't get it that time. Paul Keith plays a long diagonal ball. A great ball across in towards James Coyle. James Coyle steps inside his man, coming inside. Plays the ball into a forward. That's well lifted. Gary Gordon going free. Doesn't get it. Plays the ball back out towards James Coyle. James Coyle looks up, sends the ball in, and sends it over the bar. 5 points of difference. 2:15, plays 2:10. 2.5 minutes left. Gareth McGee with the puck out. It's that sort of incision that Ballycran needed earlier. Gareth McGee again way out his right hand side. Number of players underneath it, well broken down there. The ball goes through to Darren Qunn's, getting it up, gets away. Michael Ennis working hard for his team, goes back, lifts the ball, goes away from the Dunloy attacker. Again making his way up the field, left-handed. Sends a good ball up towards the forwards, but across there, well taken. Good play by Conor McKinley, kicks the ball football style. Ball breaks free in beside. Michael Ennis plays it comes through towards Paul Keith. Paul Keith's making his way in. Plays the ball back to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson does well to control the ball, but fouls the ball in sowing. Throws it and catches it, and the referee says, fortunately Simon, it is a foul. And it's a free to Dunloy. Case have been caught in two minds there. And Gareth McGee, would you believe, comes out from goals to the midway line to take this one.
They've got the There will be at least 2 minutes additional time at the end of the second half.
McGee strikes and sends it over the bar. Brilliant score from Gareth McGee, and re-establishes the 6-point lead. We're now in the dying embers of this game. Mike Braniff goes up, gets the ball through. Again, trying to get through, but Dunloy are numbers. Gary Gordon going through, trips the ball, comes to Cara Cunning. Cara Cunning's making his way out, sends the ball up, gets it on the stick, kicks it football style, up underneath it there. That's well taken. The ball breaks out here, comes towards, played in to Mick Braniff. Mick Braniff can't get onto it, and again does, gets a wee foot to it, and the ball breaks out there to Paul Keith. Paul Keith's immediately faced by 3 Dunloy players, plays the ball out, and that's lobbed over the bar. Gary Gordon got us over the bar. Dunloy's through on the subs at this stage. Denver Kelly's in. And Paddy Doherty makes way. Good puck out again, this time definitely looking for Paddy Richmond. Paddy goes, feints to pull, and then the ball goes out over the end line and wide. 2:16 plays 2:11. Good strike by Ballycran up the pitch to Mick Braniff. Takes the ball, does well to get it on the stick going in, plays it inside. Nice wee touch through. Game comes through. Great tackle there by Michael McClemens. Ball's played in, and the ball is over the bar. I say it's wide, but the umpires seem to be syndicating. Umpire seemed to be in it, not sure. Umpire went to give a point, then there was protest, and then seemed to put the flag down again. There's a great deal of uncertainty in there, and the referee has signalled it's wide. 2:16 plays 2:11. 31 minutes gone. Game appears up. Dunloy on their way to being Ulster champions, and rightly so in today's performance. They've led almost from start to finish and have been the better team for the vast majority of this game. Gareth McGee sort of took his hand off the stick as he struck, and there that's well blocked down by Andy Bell. Ball comes through towards James Coyle. James Coyle looks to run. He's immediately followed by 3 Dunloy players. Still coming across, plays the ball out. That's well won there by Conor Arthur. Steps inside. Ball's played across, comes in. But steps in Sean Dowds. Sean Dowds having another good game for Dunloy. Clears the ball out here in front of the stand. Comes to Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson will look to lob the ball in, but before he can do so, Dunloy have won this game 2:16 to 2:11, and as I've already said, deservedly so. The better team on the day.
It is a great privilege and pride for me to receive this Ulster Club Cup on behalf great team and a terrific club. Dunloy and Ballycran. This team has been around us many times during the years. Criticized for some of the great things they have in the past. But those very lovers and brothers are made of train harder, work longer, and dig deeper. And it's all worth it. Every sacrifice to stand here and say, Dunloy and Ballycran, Ulster Club champions 2008. There's a few people I'd like to thank for all their effort, all their help, and all their support, not just this year, but down the years. To Dixon Contractors, our sponsors, for all their support over the years. To our club administration, for the effective running of the club. And to all the wives, blood friends, and mothers who wash kits and put up with our organisation. Thank you. I'd also like to say a special thanks to our background staff, to Jimmy Miller for getting us in peak physical condition, for Glenn Murphy for sorting out our injuries, and for our sticking water boys, Paul Kelly, Megan McCabe, Ryan Allen, and Owen Shivers. But lads, it's no accident we're here today. It's down to the meticulous planning, attention to detail, and sheer drive and passion of three great Dunloy men. A big cheer for JC, Paco, and Shiro. It takes 2 games to make a final, and I would like to thank Ballycran for their part in a terrific match. Given the talent and youth of the Ballycran team, I'm sure it won't be too long until a black and amber jersey receives this cup up here. 3 cheers for Ballycran. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Finally, we take this cup from the Lord, crown the Western champions. You hold me for us for our master. Well, the ladies. Come on!
With laughing eyes, I do recall every face that climbed this hall, and in this room, our hats were hung, and words were written, and songs were sung, and we held our glasses high, and we dared to reach for the sky, and we never would grow old when we were the new boys. And on these streets we were like kings. We'd roll and tumble, fight and sing. And in these smoky pubs the yarns were spun, and many a sweetheart was lost and won. And on these green fields we play for pride. No quarter given, no compromise. We were lovers and we were sons when we were the new boys. When we were the new boys. Behind these cellars on cheap guitars, we played our blues till the early hours. No one listening but a few old friends. We never dreamed it could ever end. This was our moment, this was our space. This was a jewel of a time to our grace. But they're all sweet memories now.